Welcome to Emerald Vibes. I'm your host, Sharlene Lindsay. I'm so excited about today's show as we talk music, being a Caribbean woman, and changing the world with some of the most talented females in the region. Do I need to say don't go anywhere? See you in 60 seconds.
Are you ready to flourish? Get Nerissa Golden's new book, 30-Day Guide to Living Happy. It offers 30 days of motivation and declarations. Get 3 bonus days of inspired actions and pages to note your thoughts. 30-Day Guide to Living Happy, now available on Amazon.com and NerissaGolden.com.
Now, in my other life, when the cameras aren't rolling, you might catch me singing a soca song or two. But for these ladies, calypso or kaiso is their business. Let's get their stats. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Menell.
Hello. Good morning.
So tell my viewers, how did you get into the music business?
Well, I've been studying music from the time I was 8 years old. I did classical piano with the late Janice Millington, who was very, very popular in Barbados and worldwide. Then I went on to do my associate degree in music, and ever since then I've been entering the National Independence Festival of Creative Arts, which is NIFCA in Barbados, and I've just been entering that for 11 years, and then I came into calypso. I've been writing and arranging for the Junior Monarchs. Have a couple crowns which I've written and arranged. Okay. Then I decided to do calypso in 2007, and from 2010 I've been a finalist until this year. Came second last year, third this year.
Okay, interesting. So if you haven't picked up by the accent or the stats, she's from Barbados and the highest ranked Bayesian female. So she's representing Barbados. And Menell?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Tell us how you got into music.
I got into music by just going into a competition. I was in St. Lucia, and it was a competition with karaoke in there. And this band manager saw me, and he was like, I should pick on you, you know. And then after that, we started traveling, going to... The name of the band was Magic Circle. Okay. And we started traveling, and I've been in that for years. But in the calypso arena, I've been there for 8 years now, from 2007. So, because we know what it is.
Menell is from St. Lucia, and I think Crystal arranges or writes some of your songs as well?
Not mine. I do my writing sometimes,
okay.
My grooving, my soca. And in 2007, I started with 2 songs, but it didn't bring me to the competition, that the semi-finals. Okay. But when Nayam Jean-Baptiste wrote 2 for me, I made it straight to the finals, and then I won that first year.
So you have actually won the crown in St. Lucia?
Yeah, 3 times.
Excuse me.
Second among 9 men this year. I came 11 points away from the winner.
Stick with us. We'll be right back with more Girl Talk.
All year long you floating around R&B reggae. Your station does stifle me song I hardly get. Hey. You play me like a fool with horn. When my season done you gone. No. Don't trick I so I deserve much more than that, 'cause I would do anything for you just to get your loving. Sleepless days and nights I just go through, give you my best song to make you king. And who has said the things you afraid to say? Praise and blame the government of the day. All that I do it for you, you ungrateful.
We're back. I'm still here with Crystal and Menell from Barbados and St. Lucia, respectively. Now, ladies, we talk about changing the world and being a female, a Caribbean female. Y'all are in the, I should say, in the limelight or in the stage that you can bring forth some really pressing issues within the family, the Caribbean, and as women. Do you use your songs to do stuff like this?
Well, I've started writing for myself. I started out calypso writing for myself. So I think that that's where I was able to be the voice of the people and deal with issues that when I started, I mostly dealt with things that I thought was pertaining to women. However, over the years, I've realized that women mostly deal with like child abuse, sexual abuse, domestic violence. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I found that men win crowns with political songs, and sometimes women are afraid to tackle those issues. So for the past 2-3 years, I've been doing that and being very successful in my competition back home. But I do believe that being a woman and being the only woman in the finals this year, out of 9 men, just like Menell, and in 2012, I was the only lady in the competition, I was able to be the voice for the woman. And I had songs catering to that. And because I write my own music, I write and arrange my own music, then I can kind of shape it in such a way that I speak not only as a woman, but representative of women.
Okay. I remember you had a song called Fly on the Wall. So are we moving away from issues like that now that you're going into talking about maybe Barbados politics and so on?
No, I have always made sure that one of my songs are religious based because that's who I am. I'm a strong believer in God, and I always believe that He must be praised. In every song I sing, something you will hear that has to do with God. And Fly on the Wall was me being that we all say, I wish I was a fly on the wall for certain situations. And for me, Fly on the Wall represented that. I was the fly witnessing abuse, witnessing molestation, witnessing the church against people who should be coming for help. And people in the church gossiping, talking about